I can't believe it. This week we talk about attempted murder, possible attempted murder, Rosie O'Donnell, the beauty of a life, if you're doing a bit when you're not doing a bit, and whose bit you're doing, and choosing customers. We also talk about puppy dogs. We also talk about dreams. We also talk about that time that we went down to hell, seventh circle of hell. Just stay tuned. weekendateffys.com to sign up for the Patreon. Make sure to follow us on TikTok. We're hopefully going to be on Blue Sky now a little more, so check us out on the Blue Sky. And rate, like, subscribe, share, play, download, follow, please. It's podcast land. We need all of it. We need all of your clicks. Click the podcast in many ways as you can. Just keep clicking it different ways, and that's what counts. Thank you. Weekend at Effys, we love you. Did you already pressed it?
Mm-hmm.
How dare you remind me again I'm a public figure. You went off of the TikTok for like a few weeks. There's some changes going down. And then all of a sudden here I am again. Bring on the controversy. Bring on the scandal. I don't care. I'll just say shit. I love saying wild shit, Peter. Haven't you figured it out? Have you figured that out?
Yeah.
And you know how to target it and put it into the atmosphere. Sorry. I forget I'm just chatting with my friends here that it's gonna
I'm not really
be subverted.
I'm not paying attention to anything. The only time I see anything is when Joey Janela hops on and says something.
Yeah, I love Joey. Joey will come in with the hotter take of the hot take. He doesn't care. Joey will jump right into the fire. It's admirable. Like watching Joey Janela, he'll argue with anyone. It's kind of beautiful. He's not like, there's no like self-saving version of Janela. It's all the time. It's just like, no, this is it. This is what I think. Fuck you. And it's great. Does he come in to say hello?
He's been hopping in there.
That's
I've seen multiple. Yeah.
I love it. Can I just tell you, as far as my mental health goes, not being in control of any of this media, not having to edit any of myself, leaving that to you, a neutral party. This is great. It feels like when Jessica Simpson was saying things like, what is this chicken that I have, or is this fish? And she had to hear a lot about that, but she didn't have to edit down the footage of her. She just said that one time. It's just a thing that happened in her life. She said it one time. They filmed it. That's all she had to do. All I do is I come here and I say wild shit, and then where's it go? How's it frame? How's it feel? What's it do? I don't know if you could tell, I was not having the most fun of my life since like last December. And I manic cut a mustache last week when this was filmed beforehand. And not only did that clip go out of me talking about the Hammerstein Ballroom, I also had to do motion graphics with my mustache. And I was not fully committed to the mustache. And I tried to do a secret ignore and get away. Shout out Ivan Fire J, doing videos, doing editing, doing stuff with Brett with GCW. Fantastic visual artist and great to have around. And was there filming the like motion graphics, I guess you would call them.
Yeah.
So like if we were going to have a match, we would have our motion. And Brett said, go, I only had segments this weekend. I know we're jumping ahead, but this is fine. And so I had to at least put my gear on to do these filmings. And I tried to not do it at all because I figured they would be there at another date. They're not there at another date. Last thing I had to do that night was change into my gear, run upstairs, and do motion graphics with my mustache, committed to the mustache. So I guess I'm committed to the mustache. I guess it's decided for me. How are you feeling this week, Petár?
That Paddington would look cute with a little mustache.
Oh, well, it better be long enough because there is a history of mustaches across Europe, and some Paddington thinks may be symbolic of hate, and that's not something Paddington wants to be a part of. So just be careful with the mustache you give Paddington. Because
Paddington, let's be real. You're more worried about getting the marmalade in the mustache, aren't you?
Oh, of course. If there's this mustache, it's covered in the marmalade, and I can show you the recipe. Do you have a zester? That's my impression of Paddington. Worried he might look like a Nazi if he gets a mustache. That is a scene directly out of the new.
He is going to South America pretty soon.
Paddington
so
4, Paddington in Argentina.
probably ought
for
to
a
be careful.
specific reason. Oh my God, we're having too much fun. There is seemingly a growing hate fan club saying Paddington 3, Paddington in Peru is not going to be a top film. And I just want to say, what did you think of Shrek 2?
It was fine. I think I
What did you
remember
think of
walking
Shrek
out
3?
of the theater going, that should not have been as good as it was, and then I didn't go see Shrek 3.
Oh my God. So are you going to Shrek Paddington?
Yep. Wait, what do you mean?
Well, you Shrek'd out on going to see Shrek 3.
Oh no, I'm gonna see Paddington 3, or I'm gonna see Paddington
Will you
in
see
Peru.
it in Dolby? Will you choose to
Are they
see
gonna
it?
play it in Dolby?
Well, they're going to have a secret popcorn bucket where you can put your marmalade and dip the popcorn in. Oh,
That
what a
sounds cool. I
citrusy
wanna
delight.
get that. I wanna
Oh,
get
what a
whatever
delight,
that
of
is.
course. Mrs. Brown's not coming for the trip this year. Oh, Bond, I've got a whole new Aston Martin car for you that's got
See,
an oil spill.
I still win because there's a new Paddington movie coming out.
What if they switch Paddington and Q from James Bond, and Paddington is giving gadgets to James Bond in the underground
But
MI6?
He's gonna be real messy about it, and they're gonna be covered in marmalade.
Goodness gracious, I didn't mean to get the buttons all sticky, James.
jammed up the spy watch.
Paddington, I think that the buttons here are jammed. Well, it's not jam, it's marmalade. But I think if you just give it a good lick, it'll clean itself up. Oh no, Paddington, I've licked too deeply. Throw it, James. There's no time.
Well, I don't want to spoil the mini-sode, but I think Paddington should play James Bond over who you said should play James Bond.
No, really?
Yeah, I mean, you have to have a Brit, and the other guy isn't British.
Elmo has a license to kill. Elmo does have a license to kill. That is true. That's factual, based on Sesame Street. I don't want to jump too far ahead of everything. We have a huge, busy week to cover, but Petár, are there people out there who are supporting us via our Patreon?
There are.
At weekendateffys.com, weekendateffys.com. Now, you can also just go to patreon.com/weekendateffys. I don't care how you do it. We need you to do it so that you can ask us questions like the people out there that are asking us questions. This is a question-based beginning of a podcast, even though we've already told many stories and tales. If you want to ask us, if you want to lead the discussion, if you want to send us on a journey talking about maybe what you asked and maybe not, weekendateffys.com. Petár, why don't you take it away if you have any questions? Do you have any questions?
Yes. So this first one is from Julie. Peter, Pluto leaving Capricorn finally. Are we excited? Yes, we are excited. I had to flip back today and remember when Pluto first entered Capricorn, and it was the 2008 financial crisis.
Wait, are we coming out of it or going back into another?
I would say we are going into something different, and we are leaving some of those, leaving some of the stuff in the past. I was personally kind of wondering, like, because this is directly going to affect me because my Venus is right where Pluto is about to be, starting at like 8 o'clock tonight.
Whoa,
at least our time. And because usually you get kind of a big something, like a last little like kick in the ass as it's leaving whatever sign it's in. And Capricorn for me, you have a bunch of Capricorn placements just because, we were born around the same time, but I have 5 Capricorn placements. And just had a little miniature dark night of the soul out of fucking nowhere last night.
All right.
And so I do believe that we'll be moving on to better things. This is one of the bigger changes that's going to be happening. This is basically the first of 3 messengers that will announce something new within the next year.
Scary. Could be scary.
It's going to be different, and I think right now we could all use a little bit of different.
Yeah. Am I attributing a quote incorrectly to you where we discussed maybe at the end of last year or the beginning of this year that things would get worse after October, but we would get used to it?
Yeah, no, that was definitely me.
Just checking in because I'm just feeling all of it.
Yeah.
And it's as much as I keep reminding myself to sort of let the rules go and let the rules flop out the window, whatever this change can be and whatever difference is ahead, I approach it with with rawness, but with positivity. We're trying to find the gold in the garden. You know what I mean? We're gold in the gardening.
Yeah. But it's
We're
also
rowdy.
it's as much as I am with you and I want to hop on just the pirate ship at this point and just do like adapt into whatever the new chaotic dance is going to be. It's still like an incredible amount of change very quickly, and we're not necessarily the best at dealing at that as human beings. It's not like the thing we love the most.
Yeah, but I think we should start at least confronting the outside of it. We're all in a bunker. We're all in a self bunker. And it's time to get out of it. We're getting out of our self bunker. And if that means team fighting, team battles, that's fine. I think it's good. Let the boys go out for a punching. There's nothing wrong with letting the boys go out for a punching if they're going to come home nicer. So let the boys go out for a punching. Let them have a pint. Let them have a party. Let them disagree. Let them have a punchy. If they have a shooty, well, stay out of the way. Let them have a punchy. Let them find out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Physical confrontation is going to be what heals us all.
Okay.
Get in my fucking face, bro, and then let's find our similarities after we both are in pain. Some of us are smart enough to do it without. Some of us are smart enough to talk it out. But some of us got to go feel the fucking pressure and the pain. I seen somebody got punched in the face so bad this weekend.
Oh, really?
They had this just straight up unicorn circular bulge on the front of their head. Ooh. But you know what? There's a peacefulness of that I'm jealous of. Not having a physical match this weekend, having angle moments or segment moments or promotional speaking moments is important. It's good. It's great for storytelling. It's fun. I don't have the chance to, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So you just punch somebody? Is that what you're saying?
I want to punch everything. And this week I've been feeling it as a growing pressure to just like I think I'm being sent in two directions by Pluto's Cancer's Capricorn. Okay. Number one, eating is great. Number two, should we be investing in destruction houses where we can let people loose to break shit? And between Honora and just the swelling feeling of blood pumping through my hands, between me breaking a window and going miraculously unharmed, we're going to discuss that. Okay, because that's crazy. Look at my hand.
It's fine.
I can smash through a glass window with my power, and yet the queer hatred energy pushing out of me to stay alive keeps my skin protected. I am immortal. I am here. How will I put it forth onto you? I think I could smash through this table if there was no electric equipment that is valuable on it. If it was just a table, if you put it outside, just a table, I think with double fists, I could smash through the middle of it. And I think it's pretty solid. You think I could do it?
Probably.
It'd be crazy.
You carried 2 giant things of firewood.
I did.
Like a mile.
I carried the wood a far distance. I carried the wood down the road. I think it was only 0.6 of a mile.
Yeah.
But I did carry 2 large bags of firewood down the street. And there's moments you have to re-grip. It's like your arms are a little sore, but your hands being centrally focused on that string, that hard string, it's pulling down on a very small volume of area. And I did it on the same day that I smashed the window with my hands because something's up, Petár. I'm being told something. And I think after watching part of Cirque du Freak, the vampire's assistant last night, before we went out for our bonfire, I think what I'm being told is I have to go to the circus and be a strongman freak who is indestructible.
Yeah, but did you know that vampires aren't real? That's unless you count Dracula.
Okay, I'm gonna DraftKings.com bonus bet myself here to say if all information, if I had access to the full drive, right, the Earth drive of information, of all information, they call it the God drive, right? When you go, I know everything. I think with all present research, knowledge, and information, of the earth, vampires are actually real.
I'm sorry, Heather. He missed the joke on that one.
What was the joke?
Unless you count Dracula.
Count
Vampires
Dracula?
aren't real unless you count Dracula.
Okay, I took it at face value. I'm going through a lot, and I'm just so mad I'm not a vampire. Like, I don't think people understand.
Do you want to do it again? Do you know that vampires aren't real?
Really?
Unless you count Dracula.
Do you not never mad that you're not a vampire?
No, I'm pretty stoked I'm not a vampire.
As it's never been the daytime and the light, and you go,
You wouldn't get
never.
to eat anymore.
I would eat. I would drink. Have you ever had warm blood? You're not allowed to talk about it, are you?
No, I'm not allowed to talk
And
about that.
Manders said I have to stop talking about being a cannibal because it freaks him out. He said, chill out, dude. He goes, are you being serious, man? Like, for a while, he'll play along with me. And then if I keep talking about it, and I'm like, you know, I want it medium rare.
He's very genuine.
It's so beautiful. We have to protect that spirit.
Mm-hmm.
We love you, one called Manders. You genuine, sweet man. God. But the thing is, I'm genuine too. And I want to drink the blood to stay alive. I want to drink the blood of 1,000 rats to stay warm in my castle. I never want to feel the sunlight again. I want to exist only in the night and only in the trance. And I want to live underground.
You said this about daylight savings time, and you've completely changed your tune. You want the sunlight.
I know. I said, because I'm stupid. This is how you know that I'm very short thinking in my timelines. All I cared about was extra hour of sleep. And then immediately I went, no, the sun, no. That's my reaction to everything now. God bless Honora. Go see Honora. We talk about it on the mini.
You realize that's why he's president, though, right?
No.
Is everyone going, I need the hour of sleep versus
No,
everything
I
else that it's
know.
affecting?
It's sad. I know. Okay. What am I supposed to do? I carried the wood. I punish myself. I choose my punishment.
They did, I think Arizona or somebody like flipped it, and then a bunch of people died.
What do you mean flipped it?
Like they changed back from, they didn't do the flip.
Yeah. They died?
Yeah. There was like some really terrible consequence from it.
Do you think Hawaii doesn't do daylight saving? So I didn't even experience it until we
I think
landed
it's
back.
more so the flip always kind of fucks things up, but the like just keeping it one way or the other is generally.
It's been a weird month.
Do we want to keep going through questions?
Yeah, we have to.
Okay. What would
I don't care how long we record for. We're rocking today.
Yeah,
I'm in the
yeah,
zone.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fucking
It's
here.
all
I've dealt with so
outside.
much. Everybody's wants to yell at me. Guess what? I'm yelling back. Fucker.
What would the puppies like for Christmas this year?
Whoa. I feel like I'm accepting their destructive behavior sometimes, but just like if you find any cheap ass blankets or just weird things that they can rip up, just send it. Whatever. I need to go fix give me a second to mail things. I need to fix it this week. We have to fix everything.
Mm-hmm.
Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by so fast. Time doesn't exist. It's 9:30 a.m. on a Monday. It's not. You know what I mean? Like, it can be all those things. So just think about that for a second. That's what dogs want. Rippy, cheap blankets. Maybe cookies. What was them things we got? Cookies?
Yeah.
Beautiful. That
I
was
mean,
from
the-
Machete Von Kill, I think.
We really
Or was that
haven't
from-
found like a tough chewer toy that actually holds up to the name.
Yeah.
'Cause
The
they're
Frisbee
just
thing
so
they don't
vicious.
really like. They like for 1 second.
Yeah.
But yeah, they will chew through it. They will chew through it. They will kill it. They will chew. They were just chewing up wood last night.
I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
They were just chewing up
Like
logs.
not sticks, but like logs of firewood.
like a lot of wood. Let us know what you think. If you have super chewer dogs, please help us. They chew everything. They love chewing. We try to give them many toys to chew. Chewed. Already been chewed.
I think Bebop wants that family of rabbits in the back for Christmas.
I don't. The thing is, I think he would be sad if he completed his mission because those rabbits, I don't think he's eating the rabbits.
I don't think he's eating the rabbits either.
And I don't think, I don't know. He's going to bring it to me and I'm going to be sad. And then he's going to be sad.
There was a dead bird in the yard for a whole day and he didn't do anything.
He killed that snake though. And he rubbed himself all over it. So, I don't know. I saved that one little bird when we moved out, and that was like a sign from heaven, I think. Much like in Heretic, like a butterfly in the wind. And go see that movie too. I don't know what to tell you. Did I answer the question?
Yeah. Thank you, Rob.
Dogs, love you.
Okay, one last question. This is from Anthony. Hello, friends. I have questions for both of you. To Petár, would you ever consider doing commentary at maybe a big gay brunch for a match?
Ooh.
I mean, I would just have to pull from my
Your knowledge of...
my knowledge of moves and
I don't think they matter what the names of the moves are.
well, good, because I would be making
You can
all
make
of
them
them up.
Like, I think your genuine naming of moves, you're not an unintelligent person. You have a large vocabulary to choose from. Whatever you decide these moves look like, this isn't like you've never seen these things occur before. This is just, you're not going to know, like, it's called a double underhand Gradunzel's.
Yeah. I'll
pitchfork.
say this, if you get me on the right day, it'll be really funny.
I just think with maybe half an Adderall and a blunt, that you would be one of the funniest wrestling commentators of all
generally what
time.
I'm saying by on the right day.
Oh, I just think it would be, with a genuine, open, fun time.
Yeah.
You're just giving
Yeah.
your best. You're doing your best, and I think your best would be a genuine, good effort. So I think we try to make this happen. You want to go to Vegas? Can we figure that out?
Yeah, that would rule.
Yeah, would it rule?
That would rule.
Okay.
I mean, especially, I've never done Vegas.
Okay.
I was in a lot of casinos as a child in Reno.
Oh, okay.
Because that's where
Reno, a little different than Vegas.
The grandmother that was married to the comedy writer lived in Reno.
Wow. Biggest little city in the world.
And we would go and visit the Cheaper by the Dozen family out there because they gave my parents money.
Wait, what?
Have I not told you about this?
Oh, God, no.
The
You should tell me about this.
That Cheaper on the Dozen is based on.
That played by Steve Martin and Bonnie Hunt?
Yes. Supported my parents on their mission to Kenya, and we would sometimes stay at their house.
Wait,
and
they were Christian and they had 12 kids?
Yeah, you would walk down. Yeah, go figure.
Go figure.
You would walk down the hallway,
What?
and they would have all the photos, and it would just go and go and go and go. It was a really long hallway.
Do you do a photo where you add each one and then there's more, or is it one at a time and the group shot every year?
There were a lot of photos.
There's a lot of
There are a
photos.
lot of photos, yeah.
I guess you have to take a lot of pictures of it because it's kind of unbelievable. Santa has to fraction things off a little bit more here because there's 12 of y'all at one house.
I think
and
they
that's
were
like,
exceptionally well off.
is that because of the movies?
I actually don't know.
Oh, well, it probably is not because of the movies.
Probably
and it
not
probably
because
came
of
as
the
like a
movies.
fun side bit.
Yeah.
Where Steve Martin was just like,
Yeah.
"There's 12 of your kids? Oh my God, is it wacky?" And they're like, "It's not wacky. We're rich." And he's like, "Even better, awesome." And then he played harmonica for 2 hours. I love Steve Martin. So Reno, the northern desert, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the difference, really? I don't know. It's still rock and roll to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Maybe a little bit older in Reno. Okay, there is one question for you. To Effy, what is the worst move you've ever been hit by or taken?
Oh my God, the worst. Oh God, isn't it funny how I'm just thinking of all these? I'm just going through in my mind like what hurt the most while I was being destroyed. It's definitely some kind of like whipping power bomb. Just you have the bring up and the pull down, and like I'm good at taking my own bumps. Like my expectation is that you're gonna let me kind of fly out myself and do my thing. And sometimes you just get whippersnapped with those power bombs where I can think of one where me and Brian Keith, who he's AEW television star now, we were fighting in Houston, and the building was so fucking cold that my hand was like frozen.
Yeah.
And I couldn't feel my fingers. And so we were starting this match, and I think I popped him pretty hard in the mouth. And so I knew it, and I felt really bad, and I know it hurt. And so for the finish, he gives me this tiger pile driver where you pull both of my arms behind my back with me tucked between your legs, and you pull me up, and then you drop me basically on the top of my shoulders and neck. And I remember feeling so bad that I let him punch me in the face that I just like specifically took it worse than I should have, because I felt bad and felt like, it's not Paul Bettany who's got his feet in the glass whipping himself in the Dan Snyder. What's the Tom Hanks where he
The one we just
Angels
saw?
and Demons,
Oh, I never saw those.
where he's the torturous monk.
No, I never.
What?
No, I've never angeled or demoned. Or Da Vinci coded, or what the Inferno'd.
Inferno, Dan Brown, Paul Bettany, Dan Brown. I'm not forgetting what I'm talking about. Yeah, it was from the Da Vinci Code when he plays Silas, the alpaca. No, albino.
I know I recently
albino
sobbed
thing?
through an AI Tom Hanks movie, but him with long hair, I just don't believe it.
Him with long hair
Yeah,
in the
that's
Da
why
Vinci Code.
I couldn't watch those movies.
No, they're the best movies. He's beautiful. So it feels like that kind of like the penance of giving back to your opponent if you've hurt them. Like, I sinned, so God needs to punish me. I took that tiger driver like a motherfucker, and it hurt pretty bad. So yeah, long story short,
you eyed for an eyed in a fake fight.
yeah, shut up. Yeah, I did, and I felt it. I've taken some bad stuff before, though, and I think I've gotten better about knowing, when to overextend a bump, when it's necessary to take it further, and when it's necessary to sort of take it standard. You have to kind of know. I don't like getting punched in the face, and even more so, I don't like even more than getting punched in the face. I hate even more not minding it when it's happening. I get so mad at myself that it's okay when I get hit in the face. I feel like Sylvester Stallone, like his face started changing in his career, and I feel like I'm just going to start taking more punches and seeing if it makes me more like, wouldn't you say he's more striking because of how fucked up he got?
You would say struck, not striking.
Struck in the face. Like that. I don't know. I'm feeling it. I feel down with it. Great question. What was the question?
Bad hits you've got.
Yeah.
You've taken.
So there's where my brain is.
Yeah.
Bad hits. They hurt.
Thank you so much, Anthony.
Thanks, Anthony. Great job.
We're done with questions.
Well, I'm not done with questions. Why does everybody keep hitting me? I don't know. I got attacked this week by Allie. I didn't attack her. Do you understand how stupid I felt? How dumb? This dumb bitch, she broke his mug, Dan the Dad. Dan the Dad has his coffee mug.
Yeah, we have
He has
one.
He's out there with his mug, which I think he puts whiskey in it. I don't know. Like, I've never gotten confirmation. Well, he's out there with his mug, and they're fighting, and she cracks the mug. Like, throws it on the floor. And whatever. But then at the end of the match, she, like, kept choking him with a belt. Like, not like a cutesy way. Like, fucked up. So I went out there because I was only supposed to come at the end to challenge Mance Warner, but she did that, and I was like, what the fuck? So I got out there with a chair, and I'm like, please, bitch, stop. And she keeps doing it. But, like, am I stupid for not hitting her with the chair? Here's my problem, Peter. Let me be completely honest. I'm very worried if I unload fully for real on this bitch, I will kill her. Like, I'm not. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's my responsibility as a human being to not, like, straight up fuck up her life. Like, you've seen Mance Warner, pretty big guy. You've seen Steve Manders. Like, for example, Steve. Me and Steve are both big boys. It wouldn't be crazy if me and Steve got in a fight. Like, And this sounds once again like I'm doing like, oh, like intergender fights aren't believable. That's not what I'm saying at all. I think plenty of women beat up men. I think plenty of women have beat me up. I know Allison too well. I'm not talking about anybody's gender here. I'm talking about Allison and Taylor. I'm going to fuck you up. And I don't want to do it. I went out there and I was like, you know, like I run her off with the chair or whatever. This bitch spit in my face. Straight out. Like I put the chair down. She got in my face. I like put her back. And like I was a little rude about putting her back. I'll be honest. I might have mushed her whole fucking face, but I didn't. I put the chair down because I was like, "You're being a little much, dude." Like I just wanted to make sure she knew. Like I was like, "Stop choking my friend, who was your friend, for whatever this bit you're doing is. I don't fucking know." And she straight up spit in my face, spit in it. So I was about to like bumfuck over Dan like out of the ring to kill her, but she moved fairly more quickly than she moved at most times. And what? I'm just like, I'm fat. I'm literally 230 pounds. I'm mad. I've been getting fucking smacked in the face with steel all year. I still have this huge lump. If I move my hair to the side, like it's not even in a place where there's lighter hair. It's just the middle where it's good. No, there's this huge fucking lumpy ass scar. I got weird tattoos. I got like 2 friends, and then sometimes I don't even get to see them. And here I am, like if I unload a chair shot on this bitch's face, square in the face, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like it's not good, and I can't take it back.
This is how I know you're upset. Is so far you've said I might accidentally kill her because that's how angry I am, and also she doesn't move very quickly. It's really mean.
I don't want to be the bad guy. I'm not trying to be horrible here, but it's like, this is like shit on my mind. Bitch, I've tagged with you for 5 years almost. I know you. I know me. And like, granted, thank God you're there a lot of the nights because you get beat up for a while and I can just get back to handling business when I'm, you know, like healed. And I sound like worse the more I talk is the problem. But I'm very mad about this whole thing because like we had a good team system going. You should be like, it feels like everybody gets comfortable standing next to me. So comfortable that they forget that standing next to me had benefit. I'm not saying you ever have to even admit it. Like, you don't have to ever be like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like, you benefited me. But, like, standing next to me benefited you. And it probably benefited me to stand next to you. But also to act like, girl, you're on some fucking... She's acting like I'm pulling her back into a grave or something. Like, I'm holding her back from being whatever she is. And maybe I am, in a sense. But also, like...
Do they do grave matches where you...
Oh, buried alive matches?
Yeah.
Should we do a grave match?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Should we call it a Nosferatu? Nosferatusi match?
Call it a Shrek match.
Shrek match?
Yeah.
Nosferatusi Shrek match. Shrek 3.
Shrek buries you in the grave.
Shrekussy Forever After. Buss in Boots.
I think that was the name of an episode way back in the day.
Buss in Boots, The Last Wish. Whatever it is, I see now you've got me laughing and being silly about it. But she is a thorn in my side right now. And her whole message seems to be, oh, it's all about Allison. Girl, leave me alone. Good. Go be about Allison. Like, I'm doing stuff. Like, I was already doing stuff and making time for you. And hitting bussy dates and taking on extra workload to make sure I'm still tagging with you and making sure you're taken care of and making sure you're good. You know what I mean? Like I'm already doing a lot of things and then you're going, oh, well, I don't need you. When every week you're following me around and trying to kill me or trying to kill other people. And it's really like, stop making it my business then to need me there. Stop attacking me when I'm trying to set up a match with someone that is not involved with you at all. And of course, Mance is excited you're there. He gets free help. Girl, don't be the free help. Please don't be the free help. He's already paying Cardona and paying Jimmy Lloyd and paying his girlfriend to be there. You know, I hope you're healing well, Steph DeLander. Congrats on a successful surgery. Come back soon. He's really pissing me off. And I need you to come check your boy. And I need you to come check this girl because she's giving free help. He's paying Bully Ray and JBL, and she's giving free help. This is why you need Effy in your tag team, because I'm the one who negotiates the pay. I'm the one who negotiates the travel. I'm the one who handles the hotel. I'm the one who does everything for you. And then you're going and offering your services for free to Mance Warner. What does that do? Let me handle, I'll handle you. I'll handle me. You'll handle your business. I'll handle our business. It's all handled. Please don't make me do this. This is like, it's almost Christmas. Imagine it's Christmas and I've lost it. And by lost it, I mean like I unload with a chair. I unload with, she carries a knife. You know that? This is the craziest thing I've ever heard. I would never in my life carry a knife because what if I lose it and I unload with the knife? I don't want to. Look at these hands. You know what happened to these hands this week? Immortal of the glass, carrier of the wood, puncher of the skull. I don't know what to tell you. I look like a piece of shit no matter what.
You were sticking your bare feet in the fire last night.
Say it again.
You were sticking your bare feet in the fire last night?
Why was I doing that?
I don't know.
It felt good.
Oh, no. I know why you were doing it. You wanted to see how hot the fire was.
It was so hot. Really hot. But the bottom of your feet are a pretty thick layer.
Yeah.
And I think it kills germs.
Probably
kills germs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, like I have this. I'm not like pain is. I don't know. I don't think I'm seeking pain out, but I don't think I'm considering it a lot of the times with what I'm dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Even before,
I thought that you stubbing your toe is going to take you all the way down.
Oh, I couldn't walk barely. I think if other people were dealing with the pain I was dealing with that, they would have gone to the hospital. And it seemed to be fine because it healed up over the while. And I didn't, thank God, honestly, I didn't have a match because I didn't have to find out how good the toes were.
Yeah.
Because I woke up the next day to get on the MARTA and I was like, oh, it's really sore. I guess it works itself out now. Feels all right. My toesies are fine. I have good toesies.
You carried wood.
Yeah, we talked about that. We carried the wood. I'm very strong and powerful, and I broke a window. Like I gotta chill, I think, on how powerful I am.
Mm-hmm.
But also I sold the car. So now I don't have the car to go to the gym. So I'm figuring out kind of a new fitness plan.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want it to include punching stuff. Or do I?
I think we already figured out the fitness plan.
What is it? Dance?
It's,
carry wood and carry pie.
Mm-hmm.
So pie day and wood day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to walk to the grocery store. I'm going to buy a pie. I'm going to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next day, I'm going to walk to the grocery store, carry wood.
And the dogs are going to eat it.
Eat it? I think I eat some of the wood.
Yeah.
I think it's fibrous. Fibres? Metamucil. What's that?
Fiber.
Yeah, fiber. I think it's fiber. Wood. You can't just eat wood, though, right? Like a termite? They're built better
Ask
for
Bobby. Ask Lucy.
I don't think they eat it, though. I think they just make a mess of it. I think it's just like dogs want to mulch wood. Dogs believe in mulching.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about ancient wolves. They mulched through the forests.
Think about Wolfman. Think about Dogman.
Think about when Dogman and Wolfman were one. When they were just man or dog.
And they were, was
Or
that
wolf.
the birth of Rome? It was Wolfman
Romulus and
Dogman.
Remus, Wolfman and Dogman. The two sides of the same ship. The halves are the whole. Built of the mother milk of Roma. Give her sword to us, this mother Gaia, this beautiful earth. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to fight Allie. I feel really bad about it. But she keeps fucking my life up. I've got to do this mall show. If I lose this match this weekend, I can't challenge Mance, I guess, for the title anymore at the second biggest mall in America, which would be kind of fucking embarrassing.
Can I pitch a match idea?
Yeah, of course.
Because it is Christmas. Could you do like a Tim Allen Santa Claus thing where like someone has to like fight to become Santa Claus?
I got one better. Pieces of the Santa suit are around poles on each corner of the ring. And if you get the Santa suit, all the Santa suit, you're the winner.
I like it.
You got to get all the Santa suit.
Yeah, and then you have to fight as Santa the next year.
Right, you have to defend
And the
your
next
Santa.
person has to pull the Santa costume off of you and put it on them.
Whoa. Are you on the pole? Or are you in a shark cage? You've seen a shark cage match, right?
I think there can
We
only
hang
be
someone on a
one
shark
pole,
cage?
the North Pole.
Oh, yeah, the North Pole. Yeah, and that's the tip of the Christmas tree where the North Star is. North Star, North Pole. It all makes sense. It's all here. Merry fucking Christmas. It's not Halloween anymore, I found out, which I disagree with. What do you think?
There's still a lot of Halloween decorations up.
Yeah.
Some people have used their Halloween decorations and turned them into Christmas decorations.
Right. And what does that mean?
I don't know.
There's those spooky witch girls with the baby doll faces.
Uh-huh.
There's like 4 of them around here.
Yeah.
They're still up.
I want to get a wooden man.
That one
and
was following us,
put
right?
him on the porch.
Does your wooden man look like Bert or Ernie?
It looks like Pinocchio.
We watched the movie Oddity. It's on our minisodes. It's a retelling of the
Funniest
story of
movie of the
Pinocchio, starring Bert, Ernie, and Elmo. It's not that at all, but
No.
there's a blind woman. We celebrate her for not just her disabilities, but for her powers. We celebrate her because she has power.
I celebrate the blind woman that you were playing on TikTok earlier.
Oh my gosh, who sings Celine Dion she had one Britney Spears song that was very good. What was the other girl? Zombie Cranberries. And I sent it to Brian Koo, and he's using it for a video, I think. What is her name? Alienette. Alienette is her name. It's not a cool name.
Aliens are coming.
Aliens are coming. Oh, Dark Sheet just texted me. That's good. I'm going to text her in a minute. And we'll chat about our lives. I haven't seen her for a minute, so I need to reconvene. I do have some good friends still out there. I love the Dark Sheik. Okay, so this is, before we even talk more about St. Louis, which I did get attacked, I will have the match at the mall, American Dream Mall, which they have 4 Claires. Mall of America has 5 Claires. That's why it's the second biggest. I'm going to be fighting Mance there for the GCW Championship.
How many roller coasters do they have?
I don't know. See, that's the thing. Hey, Siri, does the American Dream Mall in New Jersey have any roller coaster rides?
American Dream says it will have 3 world record-breaking coasters.
It will have?
It will have. Hold on.
That doesn't sound like it's real.
Yeah, this sounds like they made this mall up. Wait a second. Oh, okay, hold up. American Dream Mall.
Wait, is that why it's a dream mall? It's not an actual mall.
I think we're just going to be in the parking lot like fucking...
Is this mall directed by David Lynch?
Did you see Reliant K in a parking lot? Is that...
Reliant K in a parking lot?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't?
I saw them at like Warped Tour.
I saw Reliant K in a parking lot one time. I thought maybe we had that shared experience.
What parking lot?
Outside of a Walmart. With the Click 5.
No.
You remember the Click 5?
No.
She's just a girl I'm looking for. You remember that song?
I don't.
Oh my God. Get your up your boy band. Oh my God. Look who just showed up.
Shronk.
Shronk is here. Okay, wait a second. What the? Oh my God. Okay, so they got Sesame Street, the largest indoor theme park of North America. Larger than that of, like, the mall is smaller than I don't know. And they have snowboarding and the DreamWorks water park. Holy fuck. I can't believe my life is going this well. Let's look at this. Let me tell you a secret. It's the largest indoor water park in North America. It is DreamWorks themed. It has Madagascar and Shronk rides. And it also has Kung Fu Panda rides and SpongeBob roller coasters on the outside. And they have an after dark ticket range. They have a nighttime. Oh my God. Nighttime American Dream, DreamWorks, Shrek, nighttime water wave pool. Oh my God. Okay, let's look at that. Oh. Ah! So expensive. It's over $7 million to buy them all. Crazy. Well, I had dreams. That's going to be a fun show. I'm going back to St. Louis a week. Like, I'm going, you know my schedule this week? It's very silly.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to go to Calgary tomorrow, and then I'm going to go to Top Talent in Calgary at a big theater. It's beautiful. Evil Uno is going to be there. Love him. As well as someone else. Maybe Josh Alexander? He said he's not going to take indie bookings anymore, which I hope is just code word for got paid a lot of money to go to WWE. but maybe it just means he's over the indies. Either way, it's always a pleasure to run into Josh Alexander at a show because you can't imagine knowing that many moves. I know a lot of moves, Peter. Pretty sure that guy knows way more moves than me. Pretty incredible. It's not the amount of moves you know. I'm going to go to Calgary. It's going to be fun. And then I come back Friday in Atlanta. I have a long layover, and then I fly out that afternoon to go to New Jersey for the American Dream. And then I'm going back to St. Louis on Sunday. It's an American Dream. Yeah, that's all. It's a mess. And then the next week, I'm going to go to North Carolina for WrestleCade. I'm hanging out with the Body Slam crew. I'm going to sell some selfies if you want to get a selfie with me. And then I'm going to go to start December in a town called Chicago, Illinois, at Talia. That's my schedule. That's my upcoming schedule. But what I was scheduled to do this week was make penne pasta. Oh no, the dogs are sneezing. Viva, are you real? Are you even real? I made this penne pasta with a recipe that I found online using pizza cheese dip. And it has penne and pizza cheese dip, and it has meat, and it has sauce and cheese. This is what I was talking about, though. Should I just open a restaurant, or is it going to kill my passion for another form of my expressions?
Mm-hmm. That one.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Should I just eat what I cook and make it for my friends?
Mm-hmm.
Or should I bulk make frosting, custom frosting, sent to your house, custom frosting with beads inside, sugar beads with your name on them? Custom frosting with sugar beads. Do you like my new business idea? Custom frosting with sugar beads? Not a good idea? Custom frosting with different character beads, sugar character beads, custom frosting. What are you going to frost? What are you going to frost? We ate that one cake, though. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was more of a you kind of cake, though.
You think so?
Yeah.
What kind of cake is a you kind of cake?
Like a chocolate cake.
What about a carrot cake? Where does that fall
I
for
love
you?
a carrot cake, but you can't have nuts in it.
You can't have nuts.
You can't have nuts in it.
So no walnut, no almond, no pecan.
No. Nuts are its own separate thing. Nuts do not mix.
Do you remember that fruit cake I got last year? It was chock full of nuts.
Yeah.
It's probably what you probably didn't like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to order another one, I think.
No, I had none of that.
It's an expensive fruit cake.
Yeah.
Fruit cake is disrespected culturally. But I think it is, like, I'm not going to force you to like it.
No.
Like, I guess I am a fascist in that way. Or if I was the leader of the world, I'll force everyone to eat fruitcake. And you will tell me it's good. But then I think I'd lose my mind. I'd be like, oh, I can't tell if people are lying to me anymore. Right?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. They would also just automatically call you a fruitcake, and you'd be walking into that one.
Right, but I think we changed the meaning. Because to me, what's the most powerful cake? It's cake built of the sweets of this earth, the sugar candies that are growing from plants, photosynthesis, what God gives us through the sunlight and the magic of the universe. That is a fruit cake. That is a dessert. That is a man-made delight of processed grains, but it is seeded so sweetingly by the gods' fruits of the gods. Ambrosia. Am I making any sense here?
No.
Okay, so winter is the time for the richest of the spice cakes.
Mm-hmm.
But you're saying a carrot cake, which is a spice cake. Mm-hmm. You're saying just no nuts. You're in on it. Cream cheese frosting still good?
Yeah.
No raisins?
No raisins.
So just carrot spice cake?
Fruit is its own thing. Nuts are its own thing.
Okay, I'm not going to...
I'm consistent on this. No pineapple on pizza.
Right.
No pineapple upside down cake.
No pineapple upside down cake?
No pineapple upside down.
What about
cake.
a strawberry shortcake?
Strawberry shortcake? What would be in a strawberry shortcake? I only am familiar with the cartoon character.
I think it would be like a vanilla or a plain yellow cake.
Okay.
I think it would be a whipped topping type in between.
Okay.
There would be sliced or jammed strawberry compote,
Yes.
and then a buttercream frosting on the outside.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe not the buttercream frosting.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I like a pavlova.
Pavlova is like is that like a
It's a
baklava with Pears?
Not a baklava,
Is it a milk
meringue.
custard? A meringue.
Yeah.
Pavlova. Not like a baked Alaska.
Not like a baked Alaska.
Okay.
Alaska.
What about like a strudel or a streusel or like an apple crumble bake type?
No.
Okay. What about a brownie with maybe a fruit topping?
No.
Okay. What about
Strawberries are fine. Blueberries are fine.
what about like like a toaster strudel? Not your thing? What if you deep fried that motherfucker, dipped it in some brown sugar, and then put a little drip of the whip?
That's fine.
It's fine?
It's fine.
What about biscotti? Like a real crusty biscotti dipped in an espresso?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. So like what about like a German chocolate cake that's got like a caramel and a coconut compote?
No.
You're a coconut
absolutely
anti?
not.
On all methods, you're a
Absolutely
coconut
not.
anti.
No coconut.
Is there any exception for coconut for you?
No.
I can't think of anything I wouldn't allow coconut in.
No, I'm not a coconut girly.
It's real, like it's in my mind. I'm like, I can't even.
Oat milk over coconut milk.
Okay.
Almond milk over all of that.
Okay. Oh.
No Bounty bars.
No mounds.
No Mounds.
No almond joy.
No Almond Joy.
No macaroons.
No macaroons. Do they have coconut in it?
Macaroons are the coconut ones. Macarons are the little egg meringue tart.
Okay.
Remember? Okay. Oh, you didn't see Red One. There's a whole macaroons joke in Red One because they can't tell who's a shapeshifter anymore because of the shapeshifting Christmas wish. I think you have to see Red One.
I don't think so.
Red One in theaters now. Red One, our presenting sponsor this week on Weekend at Effy's. Christmas, Xmas, whatever you may call it. Santa Claus is coming down your chimney, and it's all happening one big night a year. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, the leader of the ELF, is here to keep Santa Claus safe, and when he can't, he has to combine forces with Chris Evans from Captain America, and they have to go on the force to find where's Santa Claus, who did it, and why is the Christmas witch so mad at Krampus. Here we are, Red One in theaters now. So, if you don't ever want me to have to do that again, you have to support our Patreon. weekendateffys.com. Patreon.com/weekendateffys. Did that sound genuine to you? Did that sound real? It was. It was from my heart. But I'm saying, if you can't tell the difference, what if somebody has been plugging in AI ads in here that you don't even know if it's me or not? We're like, they're just plugging the ads in. Maybe we didn't check them. And it's saying, oh, you should drink motor oil. And it's my voice. You swear it's my voice, but we don't want that. We never want to have to do that. Weekendateffys.com. Stop the steal. Stop the AI. Stop the robots. Stop Hannibal Lecter. Sign up for the Patreon. Weekendateffys.com. You get bonuses. We get bonuses. And the world doesn't delve as fast into the destructive crumble that AI computing is causing. How about that?
That's great.
What do you have to say?
Don't watch the Dune TV show.
Okay, here's what I want to say. I couldn't tell you anything that was happening in the show, and it had none of the things that I liked about Dune. The costuming was bad. The dialogue was horrible.
Too much exposition, too much narration.
Right. Too many characters that didn't seem to matter at all to the Dune story at this moment.
It feels like it is fully just, let me run off of everything that Villeneuve put together and not do any more work than that.
It didn't even have that part of it, really. And it felt like the spaceships were wrong. It felt like someone drew half a spaceship, and they were like, oh, are you done with those spaceship drawings? And he was like, oh, yeah.
I went and looked up the source material, too. It's not really, it's based off of one of his son's books, but not even that. Yeah.
That's why we're watching the Hobbit film series, The Hobbit 1, 2, and 3.
What do you want to do for our next watch-along? Let's do one of those soon.
All right, well, why don't you pick, because there's things you want to see.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I'm going to pick Yentl or West Side Story. And they're long.
Okay.
So you got to pick.
I'm going to figure that out.
Yeah, I think you got to
We
pick.
need like a good one to talk over.
Are
you aware? Okay, this Are you aware of the movie The Gods Must Be Crazy? Did that make it over here? Where the guy
yes.
drops a Coke bottle out of a helicopter in it?
But I didn't see it.
Okay.
But I heard that people did see it.
Yeah.
But should we watch it?
No.
Okay. That's fair. Have you ever seen Flushed Away? Hugh Jackman, Kate Winslet.
They're British rats, right?
The rats are British and the British are rats. Wait, I'm not supposed to say that. I'm supposed to keep my economic value. I'm sorry to those of you in Britain. I don't mean it. You're not all rats. Some of you are beautiful, wonderful, supportive people. But King Charles, he's a rat fuck. And he's the one who gave his mother fentanyl, if you wanted to know. If you had any question of who spiked her shit, the queen was doing just fine with her little tea bumps. You have a little cake, you have a little tea, you have a little bump. She was doing just fine, and he fented her out with his big sausage fingers. You can tell. Because you could see his dirty old stained fingers on the thing. Turn that over to the fucking Scotland Yard and let them see what they want to do with it. Let them see if they can do anything with it. Let them see what it's about. All I did was go to St. Louis this week. I did wear a beautiful tracksuit that I think I'm going to be able to wear it again. I was a little worried because it did get blood on it, and it did get stuck in a chair. I did have a chair thrown at my face by Alley Catch. I did have, a belt rubbed in my face. I did have, not enough snacks. I just want to say I predicted the finish of the Tyson-Paul fight hours and hours and hours before. Of course, that it would be a technical judge's decision without a knockout, with him not putting over the kid at the end, but putting him over by allowing him to win via technical bounty. Guys, Jake Paul wasn't even covering his face. Please don't come to me and tell me this isn't just a stunt to bring boxing back. It's fine. But I'll tell you this. I think there's honesty in the world of professional wrestling because we at least are not like, if you asked us, we'd tell you we had a plan. But part of that is built into having a plan because now you think we have a plan. So in those moments where you can't decide how the plan works in this method, your brain is fucked anyway. There's an honesty to setting you up to going, you're at a magic show, much like a magician would do. He's not telling you that this is like I'm cutting this woman. He's saying it's a magic show. You're at a magic show. He's admitting up front. There's something magical about it. What does that mean? It means it's, otherworldly or tricky or fun or, you're being told that there's a setup. You're being set up, right? But in this method, watching UFC and boxing people and America people really think that this was ever more than a pre-rehearsed. I mean, he's got his brother in his corner who's a WWE superstar and the current United States champion. Like, come on. We're playing this game. This is a silly game to play. But I just want to say that I could beat Jake Paul in a boxing match easily. Easily, it wouldn't even go 8 rounds. I don't even know the rules of boxing. I'd learn them. I think if you told me the rules of boxing, I think 2 things are on my side, right? I'm good at listening to rules. 3 things are on my side. I'm an absolute showman. I can take so many punches to the face. I can take so many punches right to the square of my jaw. I can take so many punches to my forehead, to my eyeballs, to my ears, to my neck, to my throat, to my chin. You could break it. Break my orbitals. I don't give a fuck. They will build me stronger, better, faster. And I know how to cover my face up. So that's 4 things. So maybe it's 5 things. Metaphorical big balls. That's another 5th one. I'm just not scared anymore. I'm not scared of anything or anyone. If you shoot me, if you ever are in public, let's say something happens, there's a disagreement, you shoot me, holy shit, you fucking loser. Can you imagine having to kill me with a gun? You fucking loser? Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh, I got a shot on him. Oh yeah. Oh, big courageous energy over here, baby. Now I want you to say to my face, I want you to use a sword. You should kill me with a sword. I think that's the way it goes. You want to kill me? Look me in the eyes. Stab me with a sword. I don't think you can do it. Do you love your life enough to grab the sword? You know what I mean? Do you love your life enough to grab the sword? Would you grab a sword to stop it from going through your heart?
Oh.
As it shreds through your hands?
Ask me tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you be able to take the sword through the middle of your back to keep alive, to misdirect? so you could get on top of this man and bite through his neck to stay alive? Are you willing to do that? I'm just saying, I don't think they're ready. And I think when we look forward to what I'm calling my run for Senate, United States Senate, which is a metaphor for either me running for Senate just because I'm kind of done and I want to get in on the scheme, or it's a metaphor for me running an underground cult where we stay alive in the dark times by raiding bunkers and building our arsenal throughout the West. So think of it that way. It could mean one of two things, and it just depends on where the Earth goes and how quickly y'all keep it together. How's that? Is that weird? We can't leave it on that. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I have no clue what's happening. You got to give me here. Let's do a new segment called you give me just fast subjects. I got to say something about them.
Okay. Dogma 2 is happening with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Is Chris Rock going to be in it?
I don't know.
Then I don't give a fuck.
Came on that lady's thigh.
Oh my God. He came on the lady's thigh. We saw that thing. It was on Netflix. It was beautiful. All right, sick. Dogma 2. I'll go see that. All right. Well, that was a good segment.
That was a good segment.
Awesome. Petár, LSD Lauren is back up.
Mm-hmm.
LSDLauren.com. LSD Lauren.
I am moving over to Blue Sky. I think today is
Sky.
probably my last. I'll still post like Weekend Effy shit on the Twitter.
We really got to
I'm
get on
not fucking-
Instagram. I keep fucking up because I don't have the email access. And I don't like asking you things multiple times, but like my whole life is me forgetting stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
We'll get on there and we'll make it work. Please direct your complaints of me to weekendateffys and not to me. I don't care. Don't look at me. Don't look at me just because I said it. You think because I said it, I believe it? Probably do. Probably believe it. Here's what I want to do. Here's what I want us to do in the next month. Okay. Do you know what I'm going to say?
What's that?
I want us to go get a library card.
Okay.
It's 0.6 of a mile from us.
Yeah.
I think we can walk down to that library and get the card.
Yeah.
Can't do it tomorrow. I got to go to the airport.
Mm.
I got to bring one bag. But here's what I don't want to have to do, but I have to do it. When I check back through Atlanta, I'm going to have to exit, get my bag, and then go back through and recheck it through another airline. Silly, right? But I am probably going to sit down for a full barbecue meal at Pascal's in the B terminal. So if you're hanging out in Atlanta Friday lunchtime, come find me over there. I'm doing a meet and greet and Skeet. The Skeet isn't until a little after. That's where we go out and we get to
Post on Blue Sky.
Yeah, post on Blue. I was going to say hit the little mosquitoes off the side of the plane. No. Blue Sky is fun. Side note.
Mm-hmm.
It is peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of followed some of these ban lists of like, here's some people that are Nazis. Like maybe we can go ahead and block them up front, which was kind of nice. It just seems like it isn't as noisy, which I think takes a second to get used to, but also like there is more viable real content that's not just noise of screaming and arguing. Like people are sharing like, look at my art. And you're like, it's cool. And that's like you're like, this feels like social media. Okay, all right. Because it's getting a little, I'm still opening Twitter to like check stuff. And I need to go do my cancellation thing on there. But it is a warring minefield of nudes and Nazis at every turn. Every turn.
Yeah, the tonality has shifted quite a bit.
And like just happy that there's hate, like just hatefully happy.
Yeah. Happily, like shit where you go, there's no way that has that many likes for how just...
Yeah, 50,000 likes on girl in a full SS uniform doing Nazi salutes, and you're going, the fuck is happening here? And it's like, they really are Nazis, Peter? Like, it just feels like, at what point are we doing a bit? And I can't assume anything's a bit anymore because it seems real, but like, really?
It's okay. When I was in high school, we had a Spirit Week or whatever, where it was like dress like your hero day.
Yeah.
And, people showed up in normal costumes. There was a kid in my biology class that showed up in a full Nazi paratrooper outfit with swastikas and all.
What age is this? 12?
This would have been 10th grade.
Oh, so they're old. They're old enough to
Yeah,
know.
yeah. And the really, like, you know, those really odd circumstances that you're given by the universe sometimes where it sounds absolutely 100% made up.
Yeah.
I went to church with a guy who was an EMT that worked on the SWAT team, and he raided this kid's dad's house who was running a meth lab out of it.
I guess that's how you can afford a Nazi uniform.
Just
meth
insane
money.
shit. But like, I think that it's just like, cause he was just like a fucking edgelord, you know, and obviously there was some darker shit happening.
Yeah. Like, is it edgelordy?
I don't even know how genuine the whole thing was. And then reading about some of these people, like the Fuentes kid, it's people are saying, yeah, no, he's this is kind of a bit for him that he's taken.
Yeah, but
way
why
too
have we made
far.
this bit profitable?
Yeah, I know.
Who is real enough to
Because
allow
not
this
everybody's
bit to
doing
be,
a bit.
right? But the ones that aren't doing a bit aren't the ones out here paying for it.
But it's also I heard someone say this about certain stand-up comedians where they would be edgy, and it was edgy to be funny and like, ooh,
Right.
I'm saying something I'm not supposed to. And then there would be the other ones where they were saying something edgy because they were actually hateful and were
now
like
there's no
masking that
irony.
within. Yeah. So it's like, you know, I don't know who's a good customer and who's a bad customer.
And can you morally choose customers if you're taking all the money?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're taking all the money, I don't think you're picking the morals of the customers that you're getting.
Yeah, so that being said,
choose.
I'm leaving Twitter.
So that being said, I'm turning my Twitter premium off completely. I was using it to use the longer videos and get some promotional stuff out, but obviously,
But I
that time
mean,
is
that is
fast.
the thing where it's like I can post the TikToks right now, but I have to chop them up to go on the Blue
I think it's
Sky
cuter to
and-
chop them up.
Yeah.
You know.
It'd be nicer, shorter stuff. And
Well,
go
then
to
I better
TikTok
say
if
it.
you
I
want
better
the full
say it
thing.
quickly because I certainly say a lot of words. That's the truth. Of it.
Yeah.
I did this promo though, and it was sick, and it was like 2.5 minutes, and it was great. So go watch that. I put that on my real TikTok. I never do that. I'm trying to like all the times I'm mad that someone else should be doing it. I try to just do it. You know what I mean? And maybe over time I'll get better at it, at doing it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like just shut up and do it. It's like Joe. Yeah, just shut the fuck up and just do it. You stupid idiot. So that's what I've been working on. That's what I've been trying to do. That's who I'm trying to be. That's what I'm trying to love. That's the person I was. That's the person I will be. And I'm looking at TikTok right now. That's why I'm just repeating sentences I've said before. Oh, that's his last name. Why he goes by that. Crazy. I would have never known. I would have never known that. Do you have anything to add for me?
No.
Guys, try a new recipe this week, okay? And if you've never cooked squash before of any kind, give that a try. Roast it. Put some herbs on it. Let me tell you how you can fuck up squash. Letting it sit out too long. Just cook it. Slices. I like a good slice, but I like a good cube. And here's the thing. You're going to do a butternut squash. Here's a real trick. If you're going to saute it, give it a bake. Give it a 20, 30-minute bake first, or it's going to be crunchy too long. Because that saute is really just going to give it a crust on the outside. You don't want to stay crunchy on the inside if you're going to be doing butternut squash. But, you know, just any kind of squash, a zucchini, an aubergine, so to speak, an eggplant. What do they call it in... don't they have a funny name for it? Coron?
What?
Hey Siri, what do they call an eggplant in France? Oh, hey Siri, what do
An
they call an eggplant
aubergine?
in England?
An aubergine?
Hey Siri, what's some alternate names for an eggplant? No, it's a funnier name.